In the vast golden wheat fields of Western Australia, an unusual conflict unfolded in 1932. This was a war of a different kind, a peculiar battle where the adversary was not another nation, but a creature of the wild. Yes, you heard it right. The enemy was the emu, a large, flightless bird native to Australia. This was the start of what we now call the Great Emu War. But how did this unusual war come about? Well, following the First World War, Australian veterans were granted land to farm in Western Australia. However, they soon found themselves faced with an unexpected challenge. Around 20,000 emus, driven by hunger and thirst, began to invade these newly cultivated wheat fields. The encroachment of these large birds led to widespread devastation of the crops, leaving the farmers in a state of distress, thus setting the stage for a conflict like no other, a war against emus. In response, the Australian government deployed the military, led by Major GPW Meredith. The mission was clear-cut, yet daunting. They were to reduce the emu population that was threatening the livelihoods of the hard-working farmers in Western Australia. The military was armed with the tools of their trade, machine guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition. The plan was simple on paper: locate the emus, aim, and fire. However, the battlefield was far from the trenches they were used to. It was open country, vast wheat fields, and the enemy, though flightless, was surprisingly swift. The emus, with their astonishing speed, darted across the fields in unpredictable patterns, making them challenging targets. Their thick feathers, much like armor, often protected them from the firearms. But the emus were not an easy target. Their astonishing speed and unpredictable running patterns made them difficult to hit. Despite their efforts, the military's campaign had little impact. The emus, with their unmatched agility and surprising resilience, proved to be a formidable adversary. Out of the estimated 20,000 emus, a mere fraction fell to the military's onslaught. The exact number of casualties remains a topic of debate, but it's widely accepted that the majority of the emu population continued their rampage across the wheat fields, virtually untouched by the war. The military, on the other hand, found themselves in a quagmire. Their mission, initially seen as straightforward, morphed into an exercise in futility. Each day on the battlefield was met with dwindling ammunition and a relentless enemy, prompting a reassessment of their strategy. The cost of the operation, both in terms of resources and morale, began to outweigh the perceived benefits. With little to show for their efforts and public sentiment turning against them, the military made the decision to withdraw. Faced with mounting costs and minimal success, the military withdrew, marking the end of the Great Emu War. The aftermath saw the government adopting new strategies to manage the emu population. The military might have withdrawn, but the battle against these feathered invaders was far from over. Bounty systems were introduced, turning emu hunting into a lucrative practice. Meanwhile, exclusion barriers, essentially fences, were erected to protect farmlands from the relentless birds. Yet, despite these measures, the emu population continued to thrive, a testament to their resilience and adaptability. The Great Emu War, while a military failure, left an enduring legacy. It became a humorous anecdote in Australian history, a war where the enemy was not an opposing nation but nature itself. More than that, it highlighted the challenges of environmental management. The struggle between human progress and wildlife survival is a delicate balance that we continue to grapple with today. Today, the Great Emu War is remembered not just as a curious footnote, but as a symbol of the challenges of environmental management and the indomitable spirit of nature itself. Thank you for watching. As we wrap up our journey into the past, we reflect on the Great Emu War, a conflict as unique as it is insightful. It serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictable challenges that nature can present and the resilience of its inhabitants. This quirky episode in Australian history, where man and emu locked horns, or rather bullets and beaks, illustrates the complexities of environmental management. It shows us that our interactions with the natural world are often fraught with unexpected obstacles, but also opportunities for learning and adaptation. So let's continue to delve into the fascinating chapters of our shared history, unearthing lessons, laughter, and a deeper understanding of our place in this ever-evolving world. Remember, history isn't just about the past. It's a lens to view our present and a compass to navigate our future. For more fascinating stories from history, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.